Hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So we're here to do a reaction, and it is SHINee Day, and we are continuing our celebration of the just mega superstar K-pop boy band that is SHINee. So far throughout the day, we've looked at music videos from Onew, Taemin, Minho, and Key. I was like, Lord, that was going in reverse order that I watched them. I'm like, who's the first one? And now we've only got one member left. So we're gonna look at this music video from Jonghyun, featuring Taemin, I think might be how you pronounce it. You guys can let me know down in the comment section. But a song called Lonely. And yeah, I remember seeing, now that I clicked on the video, I remember seeing this little like behind the scenes of creating this video when I guess he broke this record player or something, broke the handle off. Super duper adorable. But I remember commenting when I was reacting to his guide, how much I loved the styling of this particular moment. So I'm excited to see it in context. I read the English translation of the lyrics. It doesn't sound like it's gonna be a particularly happy song, so we'll see if I'm in one piece by the end of it.
미안해 내 탓이야 고마워 덕분이야 툭하면 내뱉던 네 그 말버릇 너도 힘든 걸 난다는데 아마 넌 내가 바본 줄 아나 봐 우는 얼굴로 나 힘들다 하면 정말 나아질까 그럼 누가 힘들까 아프다 징징대면 모두 다 괜찮아지는데
I love seeing the light beams through the window.
난 착각 속에 서로를 가둬둔지 몰라 아니야 너는 날 이해 못해 걱정 어린 네 눈을 볼 때면 Baby I'm so lonely so lonely 나는 혼자 있는 것만 같아
Beautiful head voice.
지친 널 볼 때면 내가 너에게 혹시 짐이 될까 많이 버거울까 Baby I'm so lonely so lonely 나도 혼자 있는 것만 같아요 그래도 너에게 티내기 싫어 나는 혼자 참는 게 더 익숙해 날 이해해줘 우린 함께 있지만 같이 걷질 않잖아 외로움과
Very long
괴로움
strings.
기억 하나 차인 건데
Their voices go very well together. Oh, I love this turtleneck.
Baby, I'm so lonely, so lonely. 나는 혼자 있는 것만 같아요. Baby, I'm so lonely, so lonely. 나도 혼자 있는 것만 같아요.
So I don't know how much of, because I think this was released in 2017. I think that's the date that we saw at the beginning. Yeah, April 2017. Like, I know Jonghyun was an insanely amazing lyricist, so I haven't looked to see if he wrote this song or if it was a collaborative effort or whatnot, but I feel like he probably had his hands in some way, shape, or form in the writing and arranging of this song. So I don't know how much of this was pulling from a personal place, because it was still not. So if this was back in April and he passed in December, it's like 8 months prior. But I don't know how long he had been battling with depression. I don't know if it was a lifelong battle, if it was years and years, if it was just a couple months. I don't know. I don't know all of the stuff surrounding his personal life, and I don't need to know. It's none of my business. But I don't know if these lyrics were pulling from some first-hand experience. Like me just reading the lyrics before I watch it, like I said, oh god, this is going to get me in an emotional place, so I can't react to this video alone. I need to react to something else in this video too. But yeah, it's written in such a way where it could be a solo, like crying out for, not necessarily crying out for help, but crying out for just someone to hear. Someone hear me, I'm lonely, blah, blah, blah. Or it could be taken in the sense of like, okay, it's someone who's missing their partner, missing their boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it be, and I'm so lonely, blah, blah, blah. And that's kind of the feeling I was getting from the music video and then actually hearing the song, how much of a duet it actually was. It was feeling more like it was relationship oriented versus like someone crying out, I'm lonely, I'm blah blah blah, help me, or whatever along those lines. But it still could be taken that way just from reading the lyrics by themselves. And I don't know if it was a choice to shoot the music video without her in it because like she wasn't available to shoot the music video, so we just didn't include her, or if it was an artistic choice for the sake of like just further illustrating how lonely he is supposed to be in this music video. I don't know, but I like the choice not to have her, whichever reason it might have been, because again, the song gives me those very sort of reminiscent on a relationship kind of I'm lonely, I miss that person kind of vibes, with the back and forth between him and her. So having her not be there and he's just like hearing her voice through the phonograph, not projector, music thing he's listening to, tongue-tied, can't think of words right now, but hearing just her voice through there, and then he's playing piano along with it, he's going on through his day-to-day mundane tasks, trimming the hedges, sitting poolside, taking a bath, whatever, but you can see the loneliness just weighing in on him, and he's just hearing her voice, but she's obviously not there. We very easily could have made it like a side-by-side kind of story. Oh, she's sad, he's sad, they're both lonely in their own separate spaces, and then maybe they come together at the end, or they just stay lonely, whatever it is. But it's like, no, we went this route, and I feel like it's very effective to just illustrate how lonely he's feeling in that instance in the video. And then him in the bathtub, all the marks on his arm. I'm not sure if that was us counting days. That again, I'm centering this around like a relationship, and that may be completely wrong. That may not have been the intent behind the lyrics and whatnot, but like there's so many things from the way some of the lyrics were written to the back and forth with their vocals and all that kind of stuff, that it makes me feel like it's centered around a relationship. So I don't know if that was us counting down days since she's been gone, or since we've been broken up, or whatever the case may be, since we saw that person, or if that had some other meaning. I don't know. You guys can let me know down in the comment section. But all in all, I think it was very effective how the video was shot. The cinematography, again, beautiful. I love, just like even how I have it paused right now, I love seeing those beams of light peering through the window like that. Y'all know I love natural lighting in these videos, or in most videos. If you've watched my series reactions, same there too. Styling, love the fashion. And yeah, just very beautiful vocals from both of them. I don't know if I've listened to anything else from her. Like the names, when I looked up the English translation of the name, like it looked familiar, and I don't know why, if I've reacted to something else with her in it, or if it was just like someone that I've reacted to did another collaboration with her and I just haven't got to it yet. But like, yeah, it sounded beautiful. It almost sounded like the soundtrack to a K-drama or a K-BL series that I've reacted to. Like at first when I was listening to the music, it was giving me very Mr. Heart vibes, if you guys have watched that BL series. I could also probably see it being in the background of like Where Your Eyes Linger, which is one of my favorites, and a couple others, all Korean, which makes sense, it's the sound. But yeah, it's giving me that very kind of soundtracky kind of vibe, so I was like, I dig it. Yeah. All right, so we're not going to end on a completely sad, lonely note. Next, we're going to dive into, I figured, since I was doing these reactions in pairs, but there's only Jonghyun was the last person in the band, so I didn't have anyone to pair him with. I figured I would jump back to the very first music video that the band ever put out, and just see where they started. So we are going to look at their music video for their song Replay, which I have not heard, so I'm excited. They are babies. Their faces still have the same bone structure though, but Lord, these haircuts, they are babies. Hey, hey, hey. You better dance to your girl. Fancy footwork. This gives me very early 2000s pop R&B boy band kind of vibes. It's that very smooth Chris Brown, I wanna say yo kind of vibes. Sing, baby! Jonghyun loves him some growls. Sing, baby! Run down the scale, baby! Ah! Ah! Oh, Key's eyes are so gorgeous. Child, let me be her in the middle of 5 fine ass men sitting here trying to sing and serenade me. Ooh, thrust it to the camera. Okay. Key's eyes are so gorgeous. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Like I was saying there, it gives me very much those early 2000s. And when did that song come out? I think like 2008 or something like that. It gives me those very early 2000s pop R&B boy band vibes. It doesn't have to be boy band, but just that early 2000s pop R&B kind of vibe. You know, that very sort of smooth approach where you're trying to seduce the lady, but you're smooth and slick, and you got the dance moves. You know, the Chris Browns, the Ushers, the Omarions, that kind of sort of vibe with everything, where everything's slick and smooth and fancy footwork, and like, we're just trying to sing and seduce the lady, and like it just gives me those kind of like Excuse Me Miss. When I was listening to that for the first time, I was like, oh, this throws me back to like Usher and all that kind of same kind of vibe here, except they're just significantly younger. You can definitely tell that this was the early part of their career, and I've noticed it with a lot of the boy bands, and it makes sense in a sense where we're just now like debuting or premiering the boy bands. Yes, they've been working and we have faith in them, but we want to test to see how they do, how the public reacts to them. So like, yes, we give them a little bit of a budget, but they don't have quite the level of budget that you can see that they have now as established artists. So you can tell from their wardrobing, their styling, just the general music video and whatnot, that this was earlier in their career, before they had made a name for themselves and they could start, you know, demanding budgets for this, that, the other. Because it was all very matchy. Versus like wearing like suits and all kinds of avant-garde, you know, costumes and this, that we might have in music videos. Now for them, here we're like, okay, we're gonna wear a Letterman jacket and a baseball cap, and we're all gonna have the exact same haircut. Honestly, I swear to God, if this was the first music video that I ever reacted to from them, I would not be able to tell who was who, because those haircuts made them look almost identical. If it wasn't for the fact that I've spent like the last 5 days going through individual guides and, you know, learning who each of them are and all that kind of stuff, I may not have been able to tell one apart from the other, because those haircuts are just that's they had the exact same haircut, exact same hair color, their styling was relatively the same. So I'm like, okay, it's just 5 boy band clones at this particular point. So you can definitely tell that since then they have evolved. They each have adapted their own personal styles, and it's nice to see that evolution. It's nice for me to see where they are now and then where they came from, because I like seeing my boy bands grow. I like seeing them turn into man bands. So yeah, but the song, it's fun energy. I keep saying his eyes. Oh my God! Every time we did a close up on his eyes, and then that eyebrow scar, it's just like, oh, I melt. Every time Jonghyun opened up his mouth, oh, I melt. Every time Onew opened up his mouth, oh, I melt. Every time Minho exists, oh, I melt. Every time Taemin starts dancing, oh, I melt. Like, they knew what parts they were supposed to play. This was their introduction to the world. This was their debut. So they knew what roles they needed to fulfill for the sake of this. So obviously we had Onew and Jonghyun front and center. Anytime we needed some belting or some ad-libs or riffs and runs over a chorus, we had Taemin front and center anytime we were breaking down a set of dance moves or some choreography for the chorus. Minho and Key, I think they had some solo stuff during the actual verses and whatnot, but they provided an abundance of just deliciousness and eye candy in addition to the vocals and everything else they were doing. But right now, like in the early debut, these were like their archetypes that they were supposed to be fitting right now. So we knew what they were supposed to be doing. It's fun. A very, very fun track. So that's 6 songs, 6 music videos that I've reacted to today. So that's 6 songs. I have to go over to iTunes and hope that they have. They should. They've had everything else SHINee that I've ever purchased. So add that to my collection, add some of them to my June playlist, and yeah. So don't think we're done yet, because it's still SHINee Day. And if past Topher is able to accomplish everything like he wants to, there should be one more reaction, one more SHINee Day reaction a little bit later tonight. So fingers crossed, we'll see. So be just, stay tuned, see if that happens. If it does happen, then yay. If it doesn't happen, well, I hope you guys enjoyed our SHINee Day little countdown. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed these reactions. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications so you'll be notified when all of my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments, and I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to join us over on Patreon. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya. Mwah. Before you guys go, I want to give a huge shout out to my supporters over on Patreon. I cannot begin to thank you guys for all of your continued support. It literally means the world to me, so thank you so much. If you guys would like to join us over on Patreon, the link is down in the description. See you guys in the next video.